So this hike started out on the Mesa de Anguila trail in Big Bend National Park. Most people that use this trail, they use it just to hike up the mesa, enjoy the views once they're up there, and then hike back down. That only takes a couple hours. But for me, I was inspired by my last trip to Big Bend. I was with my family and we went to Santa Elena Canyon. We did the normal Santa Elena Canyon trail that everybody does. It goes right along the Rio Grande and you get to enjoy the amazing walls that are on both sides of the river. But when I was on that hike, it got me thinking about these canyon walls. They were so impressive and so tall, and I was wondering if there was any way to get to the top. So when I got back, I did a little research. Turns out there's a couple different ways to get on top of the canyon. One is to do some kind of mixed climbing and scrambling, which would be kind of fun, but it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I was hoping there was a way to hike up there. Sure enough, there is a way to get up there. It's not very easy and it's not very well mapped, but for someone that really wants to, they can do a 27-mile round trip hike to the Santa Elena Canyon overlook. First and foremost, I want to say that I would not recommend this hike lightly. It's definitely sort of an intermediate to advanced hike because of the off-trail aspects of it and also because the extreme lack of water. I did this hike in January when temperatures in Big Bend are actually pretty good, but still it was in the 80s and there is zero shade. So with zero shade and zero water, it's already going to be a somewhat dangerous place for people to hike. But just know that if you wanted to hike up the Mesa, I would definitely recommend just hiking up the Mesa, seeing the Rio Grande snake through the canyons, and then hike back down. That is a pretty reasonable hike for anybody that is in decent shape. If you wanted to go a little bit further, you can hike past Mariposa to Canyon Flag. This is also on trail. I know the beginning of this trail is on all trails, and that's probably about where it ends off. That would make for a good one-night backpacking trip. But for me, I really wanted to get to the overlook. I had never done any off-trail hiking. I had plenty of experience hiking in the desert and in other areas, and I really wanted to push my skill set a little bit further and trot into the uncharted territory. I mean, it's not uncharted. People have done this before, but it's very uncommon. I don't think that very many people have seen this view that I got to see. So as I mentioned, sun exposure is brutal. I was wearing 50 SPF clothing and I still got sunburn on my shoulders. So it was no joke being in the sun all day long, zero chance to escape it. Now I know that when you think of a Mesa, you think of flat on the top, right? So I'm assuming that most people would think, yeah, you know, you hike up the steep part and then it's flat. No, it's definitely not flat. It's got a lot of ups and downs and things like that, and it can be pretty strenuous. So I did this in 2 nights. What I did was I hiked to around Three Sisters Butte, I camped, and that's around the place where the trail ends, and then I spent 12 miles off trail going to the overlook and back. I cowboy camped both nights, which was really cool. It's the first time I've ever done that before. I love just staring at the stars as I dozed off to sleep. Again, I want to reiterate, I would not do this trail unless you are completely confident in your abilities, you know how to navigate, and you know how to go off trail. So anyways, I really enjoyed making this video. I was going to put music to it like I do with most of my hikes, but there was just something beautiful about the lack of sounds when I reviewed the footage, and I decided just to not put any music at all. Let me know what you think. Did you like that there was no music? Do you think it could have used some music? I'd like to hear what you have to say. Put it in the comment, like and subscribe, yada, yada, yada. Thank you very much for watching.